How are you doing today? Thank you for joining me. We are here. It is me, Court Lowe, and you are tuning in to Beyond Unapologetic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, I am your host. I am your commentator. Everything that you will hear is AI. It's not real. It's a simulation. And, it's just me speaking about my reality. You understand what I'm saying? Things that come across my page and things that I want to talk about with you. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We showed up again today. Did you show up? Did you show up? If you showed up, give yourself a round of applause. Um, I want to give you some. Thank you. I want to give you some gratitude. I got Bay in the house tonight. I'm very thankful. You might hear various things tonight. Let me just warn you. You might hear a dog barking. You might hear some cats meowing. But don't worry about it. Just stay focused and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Those are my children. You know what I'm saying? And they like attention. I can't do nothing about that. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, once again, be grateful. I'm grateful that you're here. And what are you grateful for today? Did you woke up? Obviously, you're watching me. You're in your right mind because you're watching me. um, did you laugh today? Did you smile today? Did you see a cat jump on a chair today? Um, you know, what has made you happy is the question. Um, what is I don't know. What's making me happy? I'm trying to get my sound together. Can you guys hear me? Because it keep on. It's like going in and out for me. But if it's good for you guys, maybe it's my headphones. Maybe it's the connection cord because I think it's something to do with the connection cord. To tell you the truth, I think I'm about to change my headphones, guys. Hold on one second. It's not the headphones, it's the cord. I can hear myself. Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right. Cool. I'm not gonna trip. We're gonna go ahead and get to the show. Do I want to hold this? Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all like that? Sometimes I just want to hold a mic. Maybe I just want to hold a mic a little bit. All right. So now that we got our gratitude part out of the way, I hope everybody is having a great day. We're gonna go ahead and hop into it. I came across this page. His name is Roderick Jones. Came across this page and he was talking about heartbreak and heartbreak syndrome. And I don't know if you guys are actually familiar with that. It is true, it's a real thing. You can get sick from heartbreak. Trust me, I know I've actually had heart surgery. My heart got broken, and I was so enveloped into this person who was telling me they didn't even really want me. But the good thing about therapy is you can recollect things that you've done in your past, and you don't have to blame yourself. You do take accountability, and you realize the role that you played, and you also recognize the role that they play. And sometimes people are just assholes. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, that was, for the first couple of minutes in the show, we good. We made it past 5 minutes. um, and unfortunately, I was in my own world and I wanted something from somebody who couldn't provide it for me. But all in all, I was in love and I wanted it. And when that person decided that they were going to leave or go handle other business, go see their other baby mamas or whatever, I I was like, "Oh my god, how dare you?" And I literally like my heart was broken. I went to the hospital, y'all. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And this, like a couple of months ago, I just got told I actually had a stroke. I had a stroke and I had broken heart syndrome over a ninja. hmm It was a compilation of other things, but that was like the iceberg. That was like the tip of the iceberg. That was the crash. That's what threw me over the edge. And so I want you guys to just listen to the fact that it doesn't even have to be like a relationship like that. It can just be like you have a bad relationship with a parent or a child, or a significant other or yourself. I think you can have broken heart syndrome just based on anything that you might be going through. Um, I mean, it comes in all forms. People's hearts get broken all the time, and it is a real thing. Grief is real. People are so concerned about image and concerned about optics and like how things look that they forget to really talk about what it means to grieve and actually feel things. And when you do feel things like very deeply, they do affect you physiologically. I mean, it just happens. That's why empaths sometimes are the like most sickest people. There's like studies shown that sometimes cancer is like it comes from you being overwhelmed with things from the outside, and then your cells take it on and then they reproduce like that and they multiply, and that's what cancer is. That's what cancer is. It's the over reproduction of cells, and sometimes that's triggered by trauma or being somebody being super empathetic. So be careful with that, you guys. That's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I'm gonna play this video. I know we kind of jumped in and we started off kind of, you know, on a path, but you'll see where I'm going. Just stick with me. Stick with me, guys. Okay? All right, so let's hear what Roger has to say about broken heart syndrome. And I would just like to know, can you relate? Um, let's get you going. Hey guys, I told you I was gonna try my best to get a little better. And I think I'm doing pretty good, guys. You guys let me know. Hopefully it can start in a place where it's at the beginning, but I'm not sure. So let's just see.
And more information. There's even a measured
Can you hear that?
risk after a major loss. So what's crazy is that grief is not just in your head,
I don't
it's
hear
in
any.
your
Oh my
body.
gosh, you
It's a
guys.
full body event. So remember, you're not just a soul that just so happens to be
I hear
rotting.
music.
Yeah, I think
Let me see if
so.
I can hear this one.
What do you mean you think so?
No, I can't hear anything. Give me just a second, you guys. Uno momento. It's always something. But we always keep calm and we gonna figure it out. Don't you worry. We are going to figure it out. Give me just a second.
Around in the body. You are a whole person and
I don't hear anything. I think it's my. I don't know. I think it's my headphones. It's plugged up. I'm listening to my producer. Give me a second, guys. Hello? Testing, testing. I can hear myself. I feel like I can hear myself in the headphones for sure, but I cannot hear.
Love runs all the way throughout it. So if
I hear
loss
like
has
some
landed,
music or something. I don't know what that is. I don't let me see something. Um not gonna get upset. There's no reason to get upset. We just gotta figure it out. How do I get to my sound? The audio is working on the video, so you can hear him talking. I want to hear him talking too. Okay, well, I'll just let it play, guys, and then I'll try to figure it out.
it in your body. There's nothing wrong with you. Your whole self loved somebody, and your whole self is feeling that. So take care of your body while your heart is healing. Most people recover because you learn to manage carrying the grief. And of course, if you ever have real chest pain, go get it checked. Do not just call it grief. Part one on why.
Do you hear him talking? Okay, so keep it playing. Okay.
Grief physically hurts is already on my page. There's a real medical condition called broken heart syndrome. Doctors call it Takotsubo. And I found out it's an actual diagnosis. Under sudden intense grief, the heart changes shape and can stop functioning the way it should. It looks so much like a heart attack that it puts people in the ER. What's crazy is that it's emotional shock. It's not like a blocked artery. And there are people who do not survive it. What's crazy is that it's not only in the heart. In the months after you lose somebody, they say that your body for months will run high on stress hormones. And your immune system may take a hit. Bereaved people can show a lower immune response to vaccines and more inflammation. There's even a measured jump in heart attack risk after a major loss. So what's crazy is that grief is not just in your head, it's in your body. It's a full body event. So remember, you're not just a soul that just so happens to be riding around in the body. You are a whole person, and love runs all the way throughout it. So if loss has landed in your body, there's nothing wrong with you. Your whole self loved somebody, and your whole self is feeling that. So take care of your body while your heart is healing. Most people recover because you learn to manage carrying the grief. And of course, if you ever have real chest pain, go get it checked. Do not just call it grief. Part one on why grief physically hurts is already on my page. There's a real medical condition called broken heart syndrome. Doctors call it Takotsubo. And I found out it's an actual diagnosis. Under sudden intense grief, the heart changes shape and can stop functioning the way it should.
Uh-uh.
It looks so much like a heart attack that it puts people in the ER. What's crazy is that it's emotional
It
shock.
disappeared.
It's not like a blocked artery. And there are people who do not survive it. What's crazy is that it's not only in the heart. In the months after you lose somebody, they say that your body for months
Okay,
will
guys,
run
we're back.
high on stress hormones.
Okay, so you guys had to hear what you guys heard that. All right. And what do you think about that? Uh can grief actually break your heart? Doctor said yes. There's a condition called broken heart syndrome. Takotsubo, where sudden grief makes the heart change shape and stop pumping normally. It mimics a heart attack, and in rare cases, it can be fatal. Beyond the heart, bereaved people show higher stress hormones, weaker immune responses, um, and real spike in heart attack risk in the days after a loss. Grief isn't just emotional; it is um, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm distracted. It's a full body event. You're not a soul renting a body. You're a whole one. You're one whole person. And if loss has landed in your body, nothing's wrong with you. Most people recover. Be gentle with the body while your heart heals. And if you ever have real chest pain, get it checked. Part one of why grief physically hurts is on his page. Um, And I feel like people just need to be able to sit within themselves and like grieve because it is a process. There are stages, and you can grieve anything. It doesn't have to be like a death. It can be a relationship. It can be a job. It can be just finding something out about yourself and having to grieve about losing that part of yourself. You know, so grief shows up in a lot of different forms. Um, I've been grieving lately. I miss my granny. You know, I miss my mom. I miss I miss a few things, but I'm okay. Like I'm at the point in that grief where it's like it'll it'll pop up, but I don't have to dwell in it, and I'll be like, yeah, and I recognize it, and I move on, and I continue on my day. So don't let it harm you. Know that you're normal, and I don't know who that was for, but I wanted to talk about it. So speaking of grief, I know it's been tough out there in that dating pool. So glad I don't have to do that anymore. I do not envy you daters out there. So you probably are experiencing a lot of grief. And one of those reasons is because you probably don't know how to date. Um, like many of you, I didn't know how to date neither. I was like, oh no, I'm not no girlfriend, I'm a wife. So you start doing like wifely duties for people who don't deserve it. But you grew up with a pleaser mentality. That's how you was raised. Nobody's gonna love you if you don't perform well, right? Right. So that's what you do, right? And sometimes it doesn't end up well for you most of the time. But if you were or are like I used to be, I'm not like that anymore, thank goodness. Um, this message might be for you. And you just let me know. Like my homegirl, I don't know her, but she's my homegirl in my head. And we be talking. And sometimes she puts our conversations on the internet for you guys to see. Don't ask her about it because she gonna say she don't know. That's just between us, okay, guys? Don't ask her because she doesn't know that this was our conversation, okay? But she was definitely talking to me. Hmm. My old me, not my self now, but the old me. So let me pull her up on the stage, you guys. It's not cooperating today, but it's okay. We're doing good. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna complain. Watch this. You guys, I think we're good. Turn on my volume and let's go. And this might not just be for black women, but I'm black, so that's why it resonates with me as she's a black woman and I'm a black woman. And I feel like I'm going to be talking to black women. But if you're not black and you can relate to this, congratulations. Um, don't make it to be a race thing, but we're black and this is my algorithm because I'm black. Okay? Thank you.
Times when I ask women about dating or stuff or what they learned about it, how they learned about it, parents oftentimes are like, well, my kid is not dating. I talk to a mother and she'll say, my daughter is a virgin. And then her daughter come up pregnant. A lot of times parents are just telling their kids don't have sex or don't be fast or da da da. And that's the extent of their dating advice. But that doesn't tell you what to look for. It doesn't tell you how to find a partner. What is the rubric that you're using for who you're choosing? For example, if you're saying you want a leader, you're looking for a man to lead your home in the biblical sense. Because we get so much of this from religion and we don't understand.
Right, the religion part. So I've been married and divorced twice. Not a brag, mm-mm. But apparently I knew how to get them and could have kept them if I wanted them, but didn't. Um, because I, I was trying to live up to some kind of thing that was told to me that I was supposed to be married and get a man and have a kid and the house and the whole shebang and be pure and don't have a lot of partners and all that good stuff. And thank goodness my grandmother, she said, all I'm asking you to do is don't get pregnant too soon. That's all I'm asking. But that's all she ever asked. Um, and she did say, hey, be with someone who makes you happy. She didn't tell me to go after a bag. She didn't tell me to find a rich person. She said the type of things that you like may require you to be with a rich man, but don't, or a rich person, because she was very progressive. Um, but don't base love on money. So I didn't grow up like that. So when I would meet people, I would base love off of potential. And that hurt me in the end. But aside from that, what Queen is saying, like, it is the thought of you trying to like give somebody something and you're not going to get it in return. So you have to know who you are, what you want, and you have to go after the person who's actually showing you that and not thinking about their potential. So don't beat yourself up if you do this thing now. Just know that that is what you're doing and correct it. Don't look for potential, look for proof. That's all I got to say. That was my lesson. That was my lesson. Yes. And I'm now currently in a relationship, the best relationship I've ever had, with someone who showed me the proof first. Okay? It wasn't potential, it was proof. All right. Here we go.
Understand how misogynistic and patriarchal Christianity. You want a leader. So women would tell me I'm looking for a strong man, a leader, a da da da. And then she'll say, he asked me on a date Tuesday. Here come Friday. He ain't said nothing else about it. So I reminded him. Then I called him in that day and said, are we going to still go? And da 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 da. How is that a leader? You're calling him and reminding him that he's supposed to be taking you on a date. He's not pursuing you. He's not taking leadership in the courting process, but you're thinking somehow he's going to magically be the head of your home somehow. Like, how do y'all think 1 + 1 don't equal 10? If you're looking for that, that means anytime when you see evidence that the person who you're talking to is not that, you got to be willing to get up from the table. So what should you be looking for? What is the rubric? One, I feel like everybody needs to take some psychology classes to basically understand human behavior and how the mind works. Like, we be falling for the okie doke so much because we don't understand when we're being gaslit. We don't understand narcissistic behavior. We don't understand trauma bonding. We don't understand basic principles. Either go to therapy or take some psychology classes.
Period. Because I didn't realize how broken I was until I was in my psychology classes when I was getting my master's in business. And I didn't really understand the type of trauma that I had been through and why I was choosing the people that I felt like being in a relationship with. And it wasn't until I went to therapy that I realized I was in relationships with people who made me feel needed, but it wasn't like the healthy type of needing. It was, if something's wrong with you and I can fix it, that means that you need me. That means that I'm valuable to you. And that is not at all how love works. And I feel like a lot of people don't even realize that that is how they're looking for love. And that's not it. I'm sitting here to let you know that's not what love is. Love is not you being needed. Love is you being wanted and desired and necessary, but not like needed to fix anything. Because then you're just a fixer and you're being used. And then once the person is fixed, Don't you always see what they do? They leave. They be like, "Oh, thank you for getting me put together, and now I'm gonna go cheat. I'm gonna go test out my new self on someone who doesn't see or hasn't seen the bad parts or the dirty parts or the struggle parts. They only see me as clean and pristine. So now I can go out into the world. So you're sitting back after had done all of that work for said person, and now they're going to give those gifts to someone else, and that's what hurts. But you have to understand that you took on a project, and and that was the result. So don't do that again. Don't take on projects. Don't take on projects that have more loss for you than the other person. You know, it should be kind of equal. You feed into me, I feed into you. I pour into you. I'm sorry, and you pour into me, I pour into you, and there's just reciprocity within those two dynamics. I'm not gonna let this whole thing play because I just want you to go to her page and give her some love. And as you can see, it's Queen Erin the First, and she's cool. She helps people deconstruct from religion because that is the issue. There's no way around it. The whole patriarchal thing that she's talking about, which is in religion, you guys praise a man. I mean, I'm not saying men aren't great. Men are awesome, but I'm not praising a man. I'm not going to praise a man before I praise a woman. We're the ones that bring the life into the world. We're the ones that keep the communities going. And we can't do it without you guys. It takes a community, men, women, them, they, us, everybody. It takes everybody. And unfortunately, we've been taught that if it's not benefiting a man, it doesn't matter. And when we deconstruct from that idea, from those ideals, it becomes like hate speech, and it's not hate speech. It's just we woke up, and the men who get it, because they know they don't want all that responsibility. They don't want to bring life into the world. They want to provide for the life that comes into the world. They want to build for the life that comes to the world, protect the life that comes to the world, do the things that they're strong at that women are just not strong at. We can be equal all day, but men and women are capable of doing different things for a reason, and we all need to work together to make everything the best that it can be. And that's just what it's going to be. Everybody has to work together. Everybody. I say men and women, but it doesn't. It's all everybody, non-binary, and every gender. Everybody. It's like cogs in a watch. One piece breaks, everything falls apart. You have to work together. Okay. Um,
But have some understanding. Secondly, know who you are. You need to work on yourself, your self-image, your confidence, your so you can know what you're looking for and what you require from a partner. Have some requirements. Just because he's a man, just because he liked you, that's not requirements. Have some stuff about how you want your life to go, what kind of lifestyle you want to live. If you want to be taking 2 or 3 vacations a year and he's just happy working his little factory job and chilling at home, then maybe that's not the person for you because you're setting yourself up because y'all want different things out of life. Figure out who you are and what you want and look for a partner that matches it.
and I'm gonna leave it right there. Um, yeah, that's really ultimately what it is. I mean, I am in love and thankful for the person that I ended up with. Um, and life is easy. I mean, people say, "Oh, it's not supposed to be hard." I don't think it's supposed to be hard. You're gonna have your ups and your downs and your ins and your outs and your disagreements and everything. But ultimately, if you're with a person that respects you and you respect them, and you can communicate, and that's pretty much like the basis and the foundation of the relationship. Having respect for a person, and being true to yourself, not lying to yourself about how much you love a person, you know, not trying to love them as you want to see them, but loving them as they are. Okay? You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna love the future person. No, you don't, you're not with the future person, you with this person. And if you are really with this person, the love is gonna grow as you guys grow. And you don't have to worry about loving the future person because that person is gonna be who they are then, right? So you just be loving them. So you can't be projecting stuff and like, oh, you're I don't like you right now or whatever because you're not the person that I want you to be. Then that's not the person that you're supposed to be with at that time. Or ever, probably. You know? It's not hard. People make relationships hard and it's really not that hard. Um Speaking of not that hard, did you guys see the Usher thing? So Usher called, him and that other what was it called? The Bumps and Bruises tour. Um with Usher and Chris Brown. And allegedly, I didn't call it that. Somebody else called it that. I thought it was fitting. The Bumps and Bruises tour. If you don't know why that is, that's not my issue. You go figure that out. But that's what it's called. So they're on this Bumps and Bruises tour, and the older one, Usher, asked the girls to come on the stage or whatever, and the girl was like, I don't really did it, and because she wanted to be hunched on by Chris, even though she married or whatever, but she wanted to be hunched on by the bruiser, so she didn't want bumps, and I was like, I don't blame you, girl. But they be having the medication and stuff, so maybe it's not that bad. But I don't do that. I'm okay. No offense to nobody, but we have preferences, and I know a lot of people have it. So, but I'm in a relationship, and so I don't have to worry about that. We're not going to introduce new things like that into the relationship. So, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do, girl. I look. That is on y'all. You're not gonna die from it. So I get it, but I don't want it. So I get it. She don't want it. She ain't had it. She don't want it. We don't want to just introduce new stuff. All right. So no buttons. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all see how this girl. She said no, and I can't believe that this thing became like so huge. But people don't understand that celebrities are actually people, like egotistical people. I'm a celebrity, girl. How dare you turn me down? I'm Usher. USHERRAYMOND, baby. Tell me what you want to do with me. What? Would you turn me down? I feel like Jodeci. Why you holding me, floating me, trolling me, kind of keep controlling me nice and slow. Never letting go, never step afloat. That's how the hook go. She don't even know that song. She know Chris Brown is your man on the floor and be able to go about it. That what she wanted, about it. It's your man on the floor. NVA, let me know. See if you can run it, run it. Believe I can run it, run it. Oh, she didn't want nice and slow. She don't want that. She don't want that. I'm gonna tell you. I don't have to tell you what she wanted. She gonna tell you what she wanted. And it wasn't Usher.
I don't think she want to be on the stage.
Aren't you supposed to be like a gentleman, Usher? Why would you do that to her? Why would you embarrass her like that? See how much of a bitch you are? Why would you do that? All you had to do was like, oh my gosh, you don't want me. You want my man's over there. Aren't you used to saying that? Why did you say that? Why did you have to be like, get her off the stage, get her off the stage? Like your feelings was hurt. She don't want you. You just had all these girls all over you. You know you can. She the one that says she don't want you, so you mad now. I hate to see what you do to people to tell you no. You just show who you are for real. You've always been that person. You've been famous since you was what, 13? Why wouldn't you be this type of person? That's what I'm saying. Like, you have the pick of the litter. If sorry to call women litter, but they be out there like that screaming like little pick me, kitty, 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 kitty. And so yeah, that's how whatever. So you can pick whoever you want to be with. But this one person was like, "Oh no, I know you brought me on stage, but I don't want you. Why you just didn't pass her off to Chris? Why you had to be disrespectful to her? That's not very manly to me. I feel like a gentleman would have been like, "Oh, you don't want me? Who do you want?" And then just let her go with it, because if it's all about her, then it should just be whatever it's going to take to make her happy. That would have been very much more like a viral moment for I feel like for you. That would have shown that you had some kind of couth about you, like you had some character. This just made you look like you was a hurt little boy. Hmm. Somebody said no, no, thank you. When you said, "Get her off the stage, get her off," you're so mean, Usher. That was mean. Excuse me. And you had something to say about it? Because I look, the girl came out with some kind of response, and she's a bitch. I don't even know her like that, but she didn't have to talk to people like the way she talked to people. It was very degrading. It was very, she thinks she better than everybody. And I don't understand why she would even feel like that about people. Um, I mean, she was very like, "I'm that girl and y'all are not, and y'all wish Usher was on y'all, and I just had a choice," and all this other stuff, girl. Bye, girl. I don't even care anymore about what you have to say, but Usher, regardless of how she came, because I'm pretty sure she's responding to people giving her flack, like, "Oh my God, girl, who you think you is? The getting rid of Usher, who you think you is, girl?" So I'm pretty sure she's talking smack to those girls or to those women or whoever is talking to her like that. Um, but still, that does not excuse the fact that Usher, I think you could have handled that situation a lot better. You didn't have to do her like that.
I don't think she want to be on the stage.
I'm sorry, my face. It's the she's still a person, dude. She's still a person. You don't talk to nobody like that. And she probably will never support you ever a day again in her life. So hopefully Chris Brown will be doing solo shows, but I don't care. Bruiser, I'm never paying for a ticket to go see that. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna pay for a ticket to go see Bruiser and Bumps. Oh, but I hope you guys enjoy. But listen to what he had to say, if you care. It's just further to go. It further shows you that he's not a romantic like you guys think he is. He's just a regular man. He's just a regular man who makes a lot of money because he used to sing really good, and I mean he probably still does, guys. Hold on, because he wants to apologize to you guys. He wants to apologize. I'm gonna let him apologize to you.
But I quickly realized she looked very stiff and nervous. That's why I immediately stopped and told the crowd, I don't think she wants to be on stage. I wasn't trying to embarrass her or send her away. I was trying to end a situation that was clearly making her uncomfortable.
What is this?
Afterward, I saw her statement explaining that she had been upgraded to the VIP section by my team and then invited on stage without fully understanding what the interaction would involve.
Wait a minute. Did y'all see that? So they having sex on the stage, girl. They doing softcore on the stage. That's what y'all going to see. Oh my God. I mean, it looks so. What? Whoa, that's a lot. What I just saw, that was a lot. Whoa. But I guess those girls get up there. That's what they want to do. I heard they paying upwards to $10,000 to be on the stage, girl. There's nothing I could be able to do for that. I'm just not gonna be able to do that at all. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Happened, then we clearly failed to communicate properly. Looking back, we should have made it much clearer what the onstage segment involved and given every selected audience member the opportunity to decide whether they wanted to participate. That responsibility is mine. The stage is a place where I share my music and my love with people. This experience has reminded me that a performer's passion must always be grounded.
Boy, if you don't get the AI written shit up out of here, man, you didn't write that. I don't want to hear that, Usher. Just do better next time. You don't have to disrespect somebody because they said no. That just lets me know what type of person that you are. Speaking of what type of person that you are, did you guys ever watch Ren and Stimpy back in the day? Because I know that was a crazy ass segue, but this was Stimpy. I just feel like we just got finished listening to Stimpy. So I feel like that the segue is gonna give. But anyway, did you know that the creator of Ren and Stimpy was a PDF? That's why that stuff was so nasty. It did get to a point where I was like, I can't watch this. And I was a child and I was like, this stuff just nasty. It's too disturbing. It's disgusting. Like, and I like surgery stuff. Like I like watching medical shows and like, you know, I like reading medical books and stuff. So I'm not easily grossed out by like human function and bodily function. But when it's coming out of I think a cat and a dog. I think that's what Ren and Stimpy was, a cat and a dog. But some of the stuff that they was doing, the way that the animation was, oh my gosh, it was the stuff of nightmares if you really remember and you think about it. And it got to a point where I couldn't watch it. It got to a point that I was watching it at first with my grandmother, and then she was like, I can't watch this anymore. Like, we can't watch this. Like, what is happening? And then I tried to watch it without her because I was like, why don't you want me to watch this anymore? Because it was something that we did together. And then I tried to watch it without her because I have like TV in my room or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, I don't want to watch this either. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. And I don't know. I didn't know it was this deep. I didn't really never go and try to like look it up, and it just didn't click until now because when we get older, we start learning more things. And we just we become privy to information that we didn't have, information that they really didn't make public, so I'm just going to give this a little time to get caught back up. And if you guys could give me a clue on how I can actually like control the video, because I can control it on my phone, I just cannot control it here, which is so weird. I feel like I should be able to start the video over. It's so frustrating. I think it'll be okay. If you want to watch it, go to Uncovering the Hidden Truth, okay?
This girl's amazing.
John flew out to meet the teenager and took her back to his hotel room where he essayed her and promised that one day she would work for him at Spumco Studios, which she eventually...
Okay, I can give you what happened. So he got some fan mail from a little girl. The little girl wrote some stuff that he thought was fantastic. So he had to meet her. And this little girl's parents let her go up to him, to his studios, to his apartment, wherever he was. And he did what he did. He essayed the little girl. When I say little girl, I think she was like 14, 13.
Eventually did. When she was 16 and 17 years old, she became his live-in girlfriend and worked at the studio as an intern. The relationship was even mentioned in a book about the history of Ren and Stimpy. And Robin was not the only minor that John was carrying on inappropriate relationships with. He promised that one day they would work for him on their favorite cartoons. Robin and John's relationship was not only well known at the studio, but John would host pool parties where he would show off inappropriate photos of his girlfriend.
Has, I think, been this person for a long time.
He would have us over at his house for parties, and he got drunk enough. You know, he would talk about young girls being, you know, the hottest.
I talked to his most recent assistant, and she was crying and sad about it. She's like, "That's not the John I know. He never. Yeah, I mean, he would say inappropriate things because he's kind of a man child."
That whole male locker room thing, I didn't take it seriously enough. I'm making no excuses. It's just like it never occurred to me that a guy would actually pursue that.
I think that his abusive nature and his God kind of thing, I just wasn't surprised. I was also really extremely angry. It hurt. It hurt that he used Ren and Stimpy that way to lure girls into his fold. It was upsetting. So that made me sad.
It made you sad, but you ain't do nothing? You didn't do anything? Y'all don't be protecting the kids at all, man. And I had to sit up there and watch that stuff. It was the material of a predator that was streamed to millions of children. It's so horrible. And you talking about us millennials, do you know what we went through? The kind of stuff that we were exposed to, it's wild. The stuff that comes out every other day that I'm like, whoa, nobody was protecting us for real. Nobody was protecting us. And it's really sad. And it hurts my feelings a little bit. But the more I know, the more I'm gonna share. Go do the research. Don't let your kids watch Ren and Stimpy. And for not even for kicks and giggles, go rewatch it if you can stomach it. And you're going to see how sick it actually was. And you know another show that I want to go look back at? It's called Cat Dog. Cat Dog, Rocco's Modern Life. I want to go back and look at both of those shows and see what those shows are really like. Yes, it's so wild, Lisa. I just don't even understand. My childhood is kind of like, what? Yeah, it's wild. So speaking of broken childhoods, what if a bus driver did this to your child? How would you feel? And what would you do? Because I feel like this is why I don't have any children. Because if this would have happened to one of my children, I feel like I would be in jail. Not jail, but jail. Probably prison. Because ain't no way in heck. No. Ain't no way in hell you're going to do this to my child and think you're going to just be okay. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not.
Get in! Get in! You shouldn't have put your hand out there. You shouldn't have put your hand out there.
Did you hear that? He said you shouldn't have put your hand out there. He closed the door to the school bus and kept driving while that baby's arm is sticking out the school bus. She is terrified. She is terrified. How dare you?
I know, she shouldn't have put her hand there.
Yeah, we already moved now.
Not we already moving out.
31. I didn't even know she was there.
How you have to go, Mr. Tom?
And somebody was sitting with her. I don't know why they wouldn't wake her up.
Right over here is good.
Hey, get up.
Okay, goodbye.
Thanks, around 31.
Yeah, South Carolina School District agrees to pay family $175,000 after video shows bus driver continuing to drive while 8-year-old girl's arm was stuck in door. She shouldn't have put her hand out, is what he said. Look at this. I'm not going to say nothing else, but this is why I feel like I don't have them. I don't have children. I'm not putting my kids on no school bus, no daycare, no nannies, no nobody. Just because what is this? And you're talking about, I mean, you can't, it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. Homeschool, no homeschool, you put them in public, this is what happens. Why would you know what? And I bet if you went back and look at some of his stuff, he's not even supposed to probably be a no damn bus driver. What kind of mentality do you have to think that that's okay to do that to a child, to anybody? That baby was scared.
There's nobody.
Hurry up, get in. Hurry up, get in. Get in.
She said she wanted to go home.
You shouldn't have put your hand out there. You shouldn't have put your hand out there. I know, she shouldn't have put her hand there.
Yeah, we already moved now. Thanks to 31.
Yeah, neither one of them people need to still have a job. I don't understand. I'll go ahead and read it to you guys. Neighbors, a South Carolina family is receiving a settlement after a school bus incident left an 8-year-old girl injured. The incident happened back in 2023 when the girl was getting off the bus at her stop. According to the lawsuit, she saw dogs outside that scared her and stepped back onto the bus. The bus driver, Thomas Michael Interlandi, allegedly became upset and closed the door while the girl's arm was halfway out. The girl told the driver her arm was trapped, but he continued driving, saying, "Serves you right. Shouldn't have put her hand there." The girl suffered severe injuries that required medical treatment. Interlandi was fired from his job. The criminal charges against him were dismissed. What the? What you mean criminal? Charges were dismissed. What? Oh, no. Okay. This month, the Horry County School District has agreed to pay $175,000 to the girl's mother, Stephanie Floyd McInnes, as part of a settlement stemming from the lawsuit. Floyd McInnes said the settlement was about holding the school system accountable. "This bus driver and the school system failed my child. I felt it was important to step up for my daughter and to also ensure that other parents were made aware of what transpired on that bus in the hopes that no other child has to go through something like this." What you mean he don't get criminal charges? Ain't that child abuse? Didn't the baby get hurt? No. So you're gonna serve 30 days in jail. If it was me, you're serving 30 days in jail. Like, even if it's just 30 days, you're gonna serve it. I thank you for the 175, but you gotta go to jail. Cause I'm going. You gotta go. What? Okay. You don't get no discipline other than losing your job that you didn't need in the first place. You didn't need to have that job. That's crazy. Well, maybe you won't have to deal with kids anymore. Maybe you can, like, in order to redeem yourself, you can go volunteer at a men's shelter or volunteer to kids or boys or people who are so homophobic that they don't wash their ass. Maybe you could go and volunteer there. Maybe you might be good at teaching people how to wash their ass since you don't know how to drive a school bus appropriately. And I bring that to one of your first students. It's going to be DJ Envy. Do y'all know who DJ Envy is? Did y'all know that he didn't wash his ass? Like his current wife, before they got married, had to show him how to wash his ass. Probably after they had already been intimate. Which means she let a stanky booty do her. And she got pretty privilege. Okay. Look, I didn't say it. y'all gonna be trying to come for me, and I'll be like, look, I didn't do it. Why y'all coming for me? Why y'all coming for me? I want to know why all of a sudden when I try to go to the next page, this thing automatically starts back playing. It's so annoying. I pause it and then it says, I'm gonna play anyway. All right, let's go, guys. DJ Envy says his wife had to show him how to wash his butt properly in the shower.
I would like to know less. I would like to know less about you. I would like to know less. Can we go back in time to when your business wasn't mine? Bring back secrets and shame. Wish I never even knew your name. I would like to know less about you. I would like to know less. I would like to know less about you. I would like to know less. Some things are inside thoughts. Next time, maybe not. Your face is haunting me all over my FYP. I would like to know less about you. I would like to know less. Get a journal. I would like to know less about you. I would like to.
Y'all go read them comments. Hilarious. Hilarious. Why did you get on the internet and tell us that? DJ Envy, you colorist, homophobic MFer. Why did you do that? Oh, and these are the prizes. These are the prizes. You guys are so homophobic that you didn't know that you have to take a washcloth and go between your butt crack and wash your booty hole because that's where you just where you poop out. Like that's where poopy at. That's just you gotta clean it. It doesn't mean that you're gay. It's your hand. It's your hand. It's your hand touching yourself. Really? Really? So you was grown having sex and you said, "Oh no, I don't go in between my butt crack." What in the world was what was in your butt crack when she finally let that washcloth hit your butt crack? And she still married you, bro. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You must have seen a contract before anybody. How did you what girl? How you doing? That's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. I must say, I don't think I ever been with a man whose butt stank. I just don't. That's I mean, and you was up there and whatever that was, the echelon to meet them kind of people, and this is what you had to do, girl, to get that. And then you had one, two, three. How many kids you got with him? Did you teach your boys how to wash? I hope so. That's crazy. How many dudes is walking around here not washing y'all butt? Wash your butt. Go between your butt crack. Go between your butt crack with the washcloth with some soap. Yes, soap, not your hand, not rope a dope, soap. and a washcloth, get it really lathered up, and just go in there with the warm water and the suds and thank me later. I promise you, it's going to feel so good. It's going to be so clean. Oh my God. Your drawers won't have that stain in them like that all the time no more. Like, just do better. What are you doing? Wash between your butt crack. Men and women, them and theys, everybody. Wash between your butt cracks. Get wipes. Get wipes too for the in betweens. When you take a poop, you need to use wipes to wipe your butt. Okay? Announcement. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Thank you. Next. We're going to go to next. We're going to go to next. We're going to go to next. So, the type of women I feel like who go with the type of men who don't wipe their butt, this is what happens. The cops show up to your house because your baby is malnutrition. Why y'all having kids? If you don't know how to wipe your butt and you be with people who don't know how to wipe their butt, you don't need to have no kids. Okay? You heard what I said. This is what happened. I'm going to let this play and I'm going to remove myself for a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to let this play real quick. I cried. I cried when I saw it. This is from Unspoken Crime Murders, but this was not a murder. A birder. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. What you want me to call it? It wasn't an unaliving, okay? And but it was devastating. Listen. Don't judge all the way yet, but just listen to this baby. 15 is still a baby. I don't care what you guys say. I don't care what laws there are. 15 is a baby. You can hear it in her voice. Unfit parents, unfit people having children. You guys know I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the child A. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with CA. I don't know what you guys think it is or what it looks like, but this is definitely what it is. Been there, done that. Been the victim. Been help me. Nobody listens. Yeah. Help me. You come to the house, tell that I asked for help, and then more damage is done. Finally, in this case, somebody heard this baby. Y'all listen. I'll be right back.
It's so starving. Oh, I don't want to stay no more. Please, I don't want to stay no more.
Through tears, the 15-year-old finally spoke. She exposed the horrible things that had happened to her in that house for several years. She didn't want to go back. And in that moment, it became clear this wasn't just a call for help. It was an escape from nearly a decade of abuse. But what the officers eventually discovered in that house will shock you.
Oregon Police Department search warrant, come to the door!
Officers were dispatched after the teen secretly reached out to an online instructor during a class, asking for help and requesting police to come to her home.
This is Pasco County with a transfer. I have a caller on the line calling about the virtual teacher and a female student at that address is asking her to call police for her.
Okay, is she on the line?
Is on the line, yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead with the transfer. Hello.
Hi, yes.
Hi, yes.
Hello, hi.
Can you verify the address, please? And is this a house, apartment, or business?
I am not sure.
Okay.
There's no apartment number associated with it, so.
Okay, so tell me exactly what happened.
We're in a virtual class right now. I actually teach for virtual school. I'm the teacher, and she started commenting in the chat, I need help, please, please, please. I'm in trouble, please call the police. I did ask her the address right away, and then I just kind of paused my class and called.
Okay, did she say anything else? Did she say what was going on?
She hasn't.
When officers arrived at the home, they found her visibly shaken and crying. Immediately, the officers knew something was wrong.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, how's it going? Hey, is there a lives here? Yeah, we need to talk to her. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
First of all, what is this y'all living in? I understand things happen, but y'all seen that porch, right? Sign number one. That baby. Poor baby.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm on the phone with the principal now.
Okay, I guess something happened on virtual learning or something.
Yes, this
or...
is the second time she did it. I don't understand why she.
Is that her?
Yes.
What's going on?
Go put them underwear up.
Go do what? Why is your 15-year-old walking around with no underwear on? Why is your 15-year-old walking around with no underwear on, ma'am? Huh? Huh? In what situation is that ever okay? Doesn't sound normal to me. If I was that cop, I would have been like, what the hell? And we're not gonna go about what this title is, the 30,000 baby, because I don't know who counted them, but maybe it was an estimate. 10 is too many. So I can't imagine what they thought 30,000 was.
What's going on?
Tell him what you did.
I got myself into trouble.
You got yourself in trouble?
Yeah.
25 was the student. What did you do?
Tell him what you did. Let's move. This your person. You don't need to go. What the police here now, sir?
Y'all, this is so hard to watch. I can barely watch it. Do you see how mean this woman is to this baby? She don't like her child. She resents her child. She resents her life. She's putting all her anger out on this baby. And we find out that it's been 10 years that this has been happening. It's a very sad story. I'm not going to try to hold y'all for too much longer. We've been going for about an hour. But they ended up getting arrested. The parents walked out. The cops did such a good job. I just want y'all kind of to hear how the cop actually took time to listen to this baby. And more of y'all need to do this. Pull the baby away from the porch. She's not going to talk to y'all because I knew when she was standing on the porch, they're looking at the Ring camera. She's like, they're going to hear everything that I said. They're going to hear everything I said. That's why I said, y'all social workers, be going to the house when the kid tell you something is happening. That doesn't help the child, especially if you're not going to remove the child that day. You going to to the child's where they live, and you're not going to remove them, and you say, hey, we're here because we got a report. You don't think that the people who are doing the abusing know who gave the report? The initial report had to come from the person from inside the house, which is the child. So you're going to go to the child's house and say, hey, we got a report that something crazy is going on around here. And you're going to think that the people who are doing the abusing are not going to be then angry at the child. That is the dumbest thing I ever heard. That is not how you do an investigation. It doesn't scare the parents. They beat the children more. Trust me, I know. So don't do that. You guys need to find another way to investigate child abuse other than going to show up at the child's house to inform the parents that something has been said. Because the only way anyone would know is if the child said something or did not deny something. So that means somebody could have saw some bruises and say, hey, where you get these bruises from? And if the baby doesn't say, oh, I fell down the stairs, even if they do, that doesn't stop someone else from sending the report. But you going out there doesn't help the child. Something else has to be done. But in this case, I'm so thankful they did not allow the child to go back into the house, and they took the parents to jail. They took the uncle, because those weren't even her parents. That was her aunt and her uncle. Aunt and uncle. And if you can imagine what they did to that baby over 10 years, an aunt and an uncle.
Please, we'll do, is it the uncle?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. We're gonna take your statement over here and then we'll.
Okay.
You Benjamin?
Yes, sir.
Can you
What's
come,
the last name?
will you take mine? Can you come
Lucky,
outside?
okay.
Because I got the kids.
Yeah, she got the kids.
Yes, no
Right.
problem.
Go ahead.
All right.
Dad, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna get on the phone. I'm gonna call you right now. All right. Yeah.
All right, you can put your phone down because I don't, if I'm getting something. So what, here, I'm making this one over here.
Let me get out of the sun. She's smart.
So I was just gonna ask you, like, what happened today?
Well, I was working. You know, I'm self-employed. Oh, I'm sorry. I was working.
Hold on, just because we'll tell you what we have and then we'll hear what you have to say. So go ahead.
I'm going to jail?
Yes.
We're detaining you right now because
Oh, no
I
problem.
want to hear what happened.
Not a problem.
Just put your foot on. Like I said, we'll update you. We're just looking into some information right now. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll keep.
He going to jail.
I'm going to jail?
I'll put this in the front seat.
He was a sex offender, y'all.
Oh, you want the wife to hold it? We're still.
I'm going to jail too? Oh,
I'm not gonna.
I got my babies in the house.
You don't need him.
It's not unheard of. It's not unheard of that people sometimes keep certain pills in certain bottles.
Oh, she asked for her anxiety medication. I'm sorry, y'all. That's not funny.
You're gonna have to step out of the car at some point.
Oh, and then they caught the daughter, the actual daughter of the aunt and uncle. She had been accused of allegedly abusing the baby too. And now she's pregnant. She looked like she was about 8 months pregnant, and she's going to jail too. She's going to jail too. She was like, I don't have to get out the car. I don't have to get out the car. They was like, girl, you're gonna get out this car and you're gonna go to jail.
Okay, then we'll talk. But you're telling me that you want to talk to me.
But she was probably abused too.
I can only do so much, right? I'm curious, this is going to turn into a whole thing, okay? You're going to have to accept. You're going to have to accept that you're coming with us either way.
But for what?
I told you you're being charged with child abuse.
I didn't do any child abuse.
Shankiria, I explained to you I have a probable cause to
You don't
believe
have
that
any probable cause.
Okay.
I didn't do. I have nothing to do with none of
Shankiria,
this.
then I am arresting you, okay? You are
I'm gonna say that this cop needs like just a little small because he handled this so well. This girl was being like, I'm not getting in the car, I'm not getting in the car. What you open my door for? Very belligerent. Understandable, but not really. Like you did something wrong, girl. Just get out the car. Just go, hey, you'll figure it out later. But he actually was like, look, I could use all of this force, like necessary force to pull you out the car and get you into some handcuffs, but I'm not going to do that. I see that you are very pregnant. I don't want to do that to you. Please just be cooperative. And he did that, and she got out the car. Do you know how many times if a cop would do that, how that would like save so many lives? Like he actually had the patience, and kudos. And it shouldn't be a kudos. That should just be normal, but it's not. It's not. It's so not normal that I was like, whoa. And I watch so much true crime. It's ridiculous. But this is the first or second time that I've actually seen a cop that actually, and he's good at his job. He's good at his service because that's what they are. They're supposed to be servicing us, getting the things under control, making sure people are out here committing crimes and doing injustices to people or themselves. And so I thought this cop was really good.
You're not free to go, okay? We can talk about it if you'd like, but either way, you will be coming with us, okay? Has anybody shaken down Karen's?
No.
Karen, I'm gonna keep my ear here. Shake
take care of you. If you have anything on you, your personal belongings, anything that we should know about, this female officer is going to check you to make sure you don't have anything like that. And then, like Detective Bear said, your handcuffs are going to go in the front, okay? Yes? Go ahead, you check.
Go ahead, Sarah.
It's a very unfortunate situation. I wish that family the best. The girl was ended up in the system, but it seems like she went to a better family, and was able to like recover as much as she could from the damage had been caused, from the damage that had been caused. So um, I'm happy that that actually didn't end up in like unaliving, but it was very close. She was 15, and I think they said she was like 85 pounds. 15 and 85 pounds, which is crazy. I'm gonna wrap this up. One of the last, I think I have one more thing I want to talk to you guys about. Because like I said, I wanted to start doing like a recipe of the week or something like that. So I do want to share that with you guys, and that is coming up. The last thing I want to talk about is the fact that Brittany Griner is getting a divorce. I'm going to start including some LGBTQ news, articles into my show as well, because I am a part of the community. So I want to start bringing light to some things that are happening in the community, good, bad, ugly, whatever. But the one that I have right now is that Brittany Griner is getting divorced from her wife. It's very sad. We never want to hear about divorce, but I'm so curious. Like, what happened, girl? Like, she stayed with you while you was in jail, but sometimes the girls be just as bad as everybody. It don't matter. Sometimes it don't matter. It be the type of person that you are. But there's no audio here. But it definitely says WNBA star Brittany Griner files for divorce from wife of 8 years who held her down during Russian prison sentence. Neighbors, Brittany Griner and her wife Sherelle are going their separate ways after 8 years of marriage. According to reports, the WNBA star filed for divorce from Sherelle Griner on Thursday, July 31st. Court documents state their marriage is irretrievably broken, and Brittany is requesting joint legal custody of their 2-year-old son, Bash. Brittany and Sherelle first met while they were students at Baylor University and tied the knot in June 2018. The couple reportedly separated on July 24th, 2026. This just happened, y'all. After Brittany's release, no, if you recall, Sherelle stood by Brittany after she was arrested in Russia in February 2022 when vape cartridges containing cannabis oil were found in her bag. She was later sentenced to 9 years in prison before being released in December 2022. After Brittany's release, Sherelle opened up about being reunited with her wife. I had thought about that moment 1,000 times, and I thought I would be full of tears, but I was overwhelmingly happy. It was the first time I was able to finally exhale, and I'm like, oh, thank God, this is such a great day. Thoughts? Thoughts, neighbors? Thoughts, neighbors? Yeah, it is fascinating that people believe just because someone was there supporting you through a traumatic experience in life, you're supposed to stay attached and in debt to that person forever. She said depth, but she meant debt to that person. You can appreciate the role someone played in your life and the relationship still not work out. This is why a lot of people are in the situations they are in. You feel you got to keep people around because they went through a hard time with you. Ben learned from men a long time ago. You actually don't. And let me tell you the truth. I kept somebody in my life because they helped me through a hard time and they did me dirty as hell. I didn't even know. I was so just like, oh, this brings me back to the beginning of the show. Wanting to be in a relationship with a man and get married and have kids and do the thing that I just completely abandoned myself, my self-respectability until I gained it back. And before I left that household, that man knew I wasn't the one to fuck with. I wasn't. I brought the love of my life, who I am with now, into that home. And I didn't care no more. That's a long story. And I guess as long as I'm going to be online, if I continue this, y'all will eventually get the story. But I'm saying, you do not owe nobody nothing. Once they do what they do for you and you guys can end on good terms, that don't mean that you have to keep them around, honey. Because I'm telling you, that person can be detrimental to your life, to your psyche, and you think you owe them something. When in fact, you can just be thankful that they were there when they were there and you can move on. You don't have to stay subjugated to mistreatment. You don't. You don't actually owe them anything. After the deed is done, you're done. Unless, there was some kind of contract or something and whatever. But no, I don't have to stay with you and let you to continue to abuse me because you were with me during a hard time. Whatever you want to call it, it's not compensation. It ain't none here. It don't live here no mo. Okay? Let them go. Let them go. Because they're, oh, I was with you. I held you down. Who knows who was wrong in this situation? I don't know if Sherelle was using that. I don't know if Brittany was using that. I don't know who was using what. But don't stay in toxic relationships because you think you owe somebody something or you don't do that. That is the bottom line. Do not stay in toxic relationships because you think you owe somebody something. Do you know who you owe? You owe yourself. You owe yourself to be respected, well treated, loved, cherished, honored. You owe that to yourself. So always give yourself that. Don't let nobody do that to you. Don't let nobody put you down and shame you and try to rope you in and keep you constricted because they did something nice for you. If that's why they did it, because they wanted to have control over you, they don't love you. They don't care about you. They care about themselves. That goes for everybody else too. If you're not going to do something for somebody out the kindness of your heart, don't do it. Don't ever try to hold somebody hostage because you did something nice for them. That's horrible. It's one thing to say, hey, do you remember I did something nice for you? If somebody's constantly asking you for something, and then one day you asked them for something, and then it's like they don't know anything. Like they don't owe you anything. They don't think that they should do anything for you. That's all well and good. That's why you always do stuff with no expectations. Okay? Some people can reciprocate and some people will not. Okay? Good luck to you, Brittany. And good luck to you, Sherelle. I hate that it's ending, but I wish you well. Bars. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for joining the show. We're going to end it there. Oh, wait. I found a really good, cute recipe. It's a really good ceviche recipe. I don't know if you can eat shrimp, but I love shrimp and I love a good ceviche. But it was really simple, and I think it'll be really good if you have a little get together coming up, or if you just want to do it for you and your partner. It's really simple. It's from Let's Plate It Up. He's a Black.
If you sleep on this shrimp ceviche, remove yourself from the kitchen. Did you know if you add raw shrimp, lime juice, salt and pepper, and marinate it for 25 minutes, dump in red onions, cilantro, peppers, cucumbers, garlic, and tomatoes, add pineapples, and give it a good mix. And if you sleep on this shrimp ceviche, remove yourself from the kitchen.
One more time.
Did you know if you add raw shrimp, lime juice, salt and pepper, and marinate it for 25 minutes, dump in red onions, cilantro, peppers, cucumbers, garlic, and tomatoes, add pineapples, and give it a good mix. And if you sleep on this shrimp ceviche, remove yourself from the kitchen. Did you know if you add raw shrimp, lime juice,
That's
salt and
all.
pepper?
Did y'all get the recipe? Raw shrimp, lime juice, what? Salt and
Marinate
pepper.
it for 25 minutes. Dump in red onions, cilantro, peppers, cucumbers, garlic, and tomatoes. Add pineapples and give it a good mix. And if you sleep
I really wish that I
on this shrimp ceviche, remove yourself from the kitchen. Did you know if you add raw shrimp,
Here,
lime
guys,
juice, salt,
take a
and pepper, and
screenshot.
marinate it for 25 minutes? Dump in red onions, cilantro, peppers, cucumbers, garlic, and tomatoes. Add pineapples and give it a good mix. And if you
Say I was
sleep on this shrimp ceviche, remove yourself from the kitchen.
Okay, guys, go follow him. Let's plate it up. He's from here in Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all have a great day. Go enjoy some shrimp ceviche. Y'all got me rhyming on this app. Let me get up out of here. I love y'all. I hope you had a great day. Don't forget to love on yourself. Love somebody else if you can. But if you can't, mind your business. Okay. Bye.